No, the new house. No, that was so unhinged. When the dude was like, when he was like, "Yo, so is Ling gonna have a bedroom in the new house?" And Orm was like, "Yeah." And Ling was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the couch." And Orm was like, "Nah, she can sleep in the master bedroom. If she's sleeping in the master suite, Orm, where are you sleeping?" All right, cool. Now, let's get into it. Orm flexing Ling as her wife in front of everyone. Ling revealed how Orm made her blush. Let's get straight to the video. Yeah. Lingorm at the airport yesterday. Yep. Orm went to Ganju and Ling went to Beijing. My babies were separated. One thing Orm gonna do is have McCoy with her though. I feel you, Stink. If I could take my mama with me everywhere, I would too. But she gotta work and stuff. I'm trying to retire her by next year though, so her work can be going with me wherever I want to go. God damn, bro. God damn, man. That tank top was tank topping. I say that tank top was tank topping. Ain't had no business wearing that tank top like that. It's the fact that they were at the airport at separate times. They clearly did not get dressed together, and yet they both decided to wear jeans and a tank top. A white tank top at that. Like, it's giving the red thread. Not the same closet. You stupid. No, that scene was so cute when she actually burst out laughing and then recovered and got back into character so fast. Orm is so talented, y'all. She is so freaking talented. And then got right back into character. That was very impressive, actually. Yeah, that was very impressive. You know, that's not the first time she did that. Last time she did that was when they was in the room with all their other actors, and Ling was laying on that couch and she jumped on Shorty. She can't resist. That should tell you something. Orm very much lets her intrusive thoughts win all the time. Yo. And Ling just be letting her do it. Look how Ling just, like, for real, like, most people's reaction. Now, I understand that Ling was looking down. And by the time she looked up, Orm was kind of, like, already on her. But notice that Ling still kept her hands. Like, she still kept her hands like this. Like, most people would have been like, yo, you know, even if they got caught off guard like that. The fact that Ling was still just like this. like she's, like, her reaction was still kind of like, you notice, I feel like she's definitely used to it. She's got to be used to it. Because she still didn't have a real reaction. She just laid there and let it happen. Like, it's just like, most people would have been like, yo. Even would have probably brought a leg up or something. She loves her job. She said that. Orm just, she like a toddler, bro. She cannot help it. Said, sorry, she's mine, and who are you? She said, I'm her wife. It's the it's the way Orm said, I'm her wife, and Ling started kicking her feet and smiling. Orm said, I'm her wife. Look, P9, the director, was like, sorry, she's mine, and who are you? Orm says, I'm her wife. Look at Ling's feet. Oh my god, like Code 41, bruh. Oh my god, don't get me started on this. Oh my god, there is so much going on in this moment. So this whole back hug scene, and the way that, first of all, I can tell that Orm is a method actor. You can really tell. The way that she hugged Ling, and it's like Ling just letting her do what she needs to do to get in character. Ling back hugging Orm and sniffing her so that she can like get into character. And like I imagine, because they've said things like this before, that she was thinking what it would be like if Ling was walking out of her life, about to walk out of her life. You see what I'm saying? And that, I don't know if y'all noticed that, but Orm, and this is outside of their acting and everything like that, Orm has this thing where like, I feel like it's a pheromone thing. Like, and I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, like, but I feel like it's a pheromone thing. She literally loves Ling's smell. I remember that one interview where Ling had like, I guess, put hairspray on, and Orm does this thing. It's like almost like an involuntary twitch where she like leans in to like it's like an involuntary compulsion where she leans in to smell Ling, and she just does it, and then she's like cool again, and it's almost like a pacifier, like I said, like a compulsion thing, but it's like a emotional pacifier, so to speak. And I remember she leaned in and she smelled Ling's hair, and she said, spray. And she literally turned her nose up. She said, spray. And Ling looked at her and said, spray what? And she said, and Orm like took her hair and like threw it like that and was like, you put hairspray on. And she was like, you don't smell like Ling. And Ling was just sitting there like, yeah, I wore hairspray. Ling was sitting there mad confused. But Orm literally had like a revulsion. She had like a repulsive reaction where she literally smelled Ling's hair, and because Ling didn't smell like Ling, she was like, spray, like immediately. And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, that's actually kind of deep. She's like, so like Ling's smell, it's like a baby. You ever sniff a baby and what it does to you emotionally, how it calms you or how it triggers something inside of you? I literally think that Ling's scent is an emotional trigger for her, and Orm can use that in a lot of different ways. In this case, she used her scent to trigger her emotions, to be like, what would it be like if Ling walked out of her life? Visceral. Thank you, Regan. That's a great word. It was a visceral reaction where she just like, she like, because Ling didn't smell like Ling, she had like a repulsive reaction, a visceral reaction, like, oh my God. So in this moment, when Orm like was like just sniffing Ling to get into character for this moment, I was just sitting here like, that's deep. And I'm not knocking any of the other couples that we've ever seen, and this is not about a comparison of who's better and who's not. It's just a method comparison. I've never seen other couples do. Now, I've seen them get locked in their character so much that they couldn't come out of it. Like I saw Freen and Becky do that just for the pilot of Cranium, where they had the breakup scene and Becky couldn't pull herself out of that moment, and Freen had to go to her and comfort her. I've seen that. But this was wild to me. The way that she needed that scent to push her over the edge emotionally in this scene. I was like, damn, it speaks to how close they are and the bond that they've developed. It was just like, damn. Ooh, child. That it was just something about that. It was so intimate. It was something about that was just so intimate, bro. Like just, and Ling just sitting there letting her doing it, knowing what she needed, and just letting her have that moment. And then they both get into character. Like they both just like snap into character. Shorty was crying so hard her makeup was running. Those were heavy. That's how you know those tears were heavy. Look, I told you she does it. It's not even like you see what I'm saying? Like when she does it, it's just like like I said, it's an emotional pacifier almost for her. She really is addicted to Ling's scent. She is. Oh, that scene right there, y'all. I love that scene when they were in the bathroom. Now that's Ling's thing. I noticed that she does to Orm a lot. She does that thing where she does a thumb rub when she holds Orm's hand. I've seen her do that a lot. A lot. Like there's compilations of it. This moment, child, this man was pouring like what, soy sauce. Yeah, I guess he was pouring a little bit of soy sauce over the food, and he just poured a little bit and so Orm was like, yo, you're upsetting the sodium lovers, put more sauce on there. And then the other lady, the other MC, she agreed. And by the way, isn't that Davika's fiance, the guy? Anyway, you lucky bastard. And so, like, the other MC was like, oh my God, yeah, like, I agree with you. Pour more on there. He asked Ling, he said, Ling, what do you think? And Ling said, whatever she wants you to do, do it. Without hesitation, she was like, whatever she wants you to do, just do it. Like, Ling was like, I don't even know why you involving me in this. Like, just do whatever, yo. Whatever she tells you to do. She said, whatever she tells you to do, just do it. Literally. And then the way look at the way they both started laughing and covering their mouths. Ling said, whatever she tells you to do, just do it. Right. Ling was like, you heard her. Like, why you asking me? Ling was dead ass like, why you even asking me? She was like, why are you even asking me? Whatever she asked you to do, just do it. Just whatever, bruh. Down bad, dog. Down bad. What's the ultimate move that makes you always blush? She said, she said when I... So Ling said that she thinks that Orm gets shy when she pats her head. And then Orm said she thinks that Ling gets shy when she kisses her forehead. The real answer was Ling said mine is when she calls me Ling Ling Kwang. And then Orm said it's when I get a hug. Now listen. It's the fact that Ling said mine is when she called me Ling Ling Kwang is so cute. Girl, they already said what makes you shy. You don't need all these extra words to go with it, okay? And then Orm said mine is a hug. Now, did Jam make a typo here, or did she actually put hug? Because whenever somebody doubles up something, like in American vernacular, like like slang, when we say like in AAVE, right? African American Vernacular English. Okay, let me break that down for you. Whenever we say something twice, it's to emphasize the importance of it, right? So we'd be like, oh, she bold. That means that it's a different kind of bold than just regular bold. So if Ling goes, if Orm goes, mine is hug. So when she say hug, do she mean like what kind of hug you talking about? Because if I was like, nah, I want a hug. That's the way, like in my AAVE mind, and I could be taking this way out of context again. I'm just processing it through the way my brain works and how I grew up speaking. If I hear somebody go, I want a hug. When dudes used to be like, listen, when you were younger and you used to try to hug a guy, he'd be like, "Nah, I want a hug." What did that normally imply? Like, don't hug me like that, shorty. I want a hug. Whenever bro, I swear for the Lord, like, I don't know. Again, I could be reading too much into it because that's what I do, and that's fine. But whenever somebody would be like, "I want a hug," it would be like they want to, like, you want to be pressed together, pressed down, shaking together, running over type shit. You see what I'm saying? You want a hug. So anyway, yeah, a deep hug, right? A tight squeeze, exactly. So, okay, that's that. And then Ling says, "Mine is when she calls me Ling Kwang." Ling Kwang. Oh, she got Ling. She said it's so cute. That's what makes you shy? Oh, sweetheart. Yikes. Yikes, Ling. You get shy when she calls your name? Out of all the things you said that when she calls you Ling Kwang. Yeah, Orm knew what she was doing. It's always them young ones, dog. I'm trying to tell you. Orm raised up that little 30-year-old. She got shorty locked. She sank down in her chair. Shorty say, yeah, when she called me Ling Kwang, I just be like, Shorty say, you see the way she sank down in her chair? The way she sank down in her chair, bruh. Oh wow. Yikes. Literally falling as she speaks. Orm's reaction and fake smile when the host asked Ling if Ling could show him how to hug. Look. I don't think he meant show. I don't think that. First of all, he got a whole fiance. His fiance is Davica. I promise you, and this ain't no disrespect to Ling or nobody else. He not. If your fiance is Davica, you're not checking for nobody else. Just like if your fiance is Ling, you're not looking for nobody else. Like, okay, so let's all relax and not imply anything there. I don't think that's the reason why Orm looked like that. I think Orm looked like that because I noticed something about Lingorm. They don't like performing like that. I noticed that, like, when people be like, "Oh, show us how you hug," that, like, they're not circus monkeys. They don't like. I don't think they don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the reason why Orm looked up like that. Like, we ain't finna just hug because you want us to hug type shit. That's the way I took it. I didn't look at it as like, oh, she was being jealous or anything like that. That's not how I took it anyway. I could be wrong, and that's fine, but that's just not the way I was looking at it. Yeah, they don't like fan service, exactly. I think the way he said it, he was saying it like he wanted them to hug. That's the way I looked at it. Because why would he even say that? I think he was looking at it like he was saying it like that. Look at watch. Oh my God, it's the uncontrollable giggles. Look at Ling, y'all. You see the uncontrollable giggles, y'all? Ling was so beside her. Ling was like, right. Body just gyrating. I know y'all like, you stopping at every 5 seconds. Well, they got to stop being unhinged. It's code 41's all over the goddamn place. Do you know Abu Chicken? He's our adopted child. Well, first of all, if he's y'all's adopted child, Ling is a deadbeat because why she ain't seen her son in a month of Sundays? She hasn't seen her son since May. Get it together. Listen. Describing your bird as y'all's adopted child is wild. That's wild. And you know, it would be different if this was like on some GMMTV type shit where like, you know, the bird was like their mascot because the company gave them one. This is all, they're doing all of this shit of their own free will. This is all voluntary. Ling gave that bird its middle name and her last name, all voluntary. She called herself the bird's mommy and said that Orm was the mama. Orm was the one that said he's our adopted child. Ling went to get milk. Look, Ling a dad beat daddy. Ling is a dad beat daddy, bro. Why you ain't going to see your son? He's an absentee father, like shit. But listen, it's crazy. It's crazy that they are literally talking about this bird. And every single time they mention Abu Chicken, the situation gets gayer. Abu Chicken is supposed to be Arabic name. Incorrect. It's not. She got Abu from Azul, which is Spanish for blue because he's kind of blue. She wanted to name him Azul, but she said Azul was too hard to say, so it ended up being Abu. And then Ling originally wanted to get a chicken, but then she thought a chicken would be too hard for Orm to take care of, and so she was like, okay, then I'll just get her a parrot. But she wanted to name it Chicken, but Orm wanted to name it Abu, so they ended up calling it Abu Chicken. And then Kwang, well, Ling said, I'm giving it my last name. Oh, you meant to add a question mark. Okay, Jude. No. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how the name Abu Chicken Kwang came about. That's how the name Abu Chicken Kwang came about. So, Abu Chicken Kwang, that's how the name came. Abu was really supposed to be Azul, right? But it was too hard to say, so it ended up becoming Abu. And then Chicken, Ling wanted to name the bird Chicken because she wanted to get Orm a chicken originally, but Orm was like, but I want to name it Abu, so they settled on Abu Chicken. And then all of a sudden Ling started calling it Kwang one day at one of her solo meets after she called herself the mommy and called Orm the mama. So yeah. That's how that came about. Now, girl, you deep in Lingorm land. Glad you're here. Listen, once I get in, I'm in there, bro. I be knowing once I be knowing. They a whole ass family. That's what I said. Look at Ling. Look at Ling sitting there while Orm talking about how she brought the bird. Look. Orm said, our child. Knowing what her baby like to eat, even though she don't like noodles, she knew it was noodles that time. And then gonna tell, yeah, it's like they are so proud that they know each other like that. Look, they were so proud. Look, Ling was like, yeah, you like the potato noodles and the crab. Orm was like, oh my god, yeah, that's correct. Usually I don't eat noodles. I seldom eat it. It's not something I like I'd pick to eat. And then Ling told me some. Ling told me some, yeah, Orm doesn't like to eat noodles. Bitch, we know y'all, listen, we know that y'all know each other, bro. They get on my, ooh, it be couples like this. You be like, they're the type to wear matching shirts that says, like, hers with an arrow pointing and hers with an arrow pointing. Is that my jazz? Or is that my jazz? Say something only my jazz would say. Is that my jazz? I can't see. Yes, it is. Okay. Say something only my jazz would say. Say something only my jazz would say. But anyway, yeah, like, y'all, dead ass. I still haven't learned to do a backflip. Okay, That's my jazz. Okay. What's up, Sting? What's up, baby? Yeah, flexing, bro. Out here flexing like they at the gym. Like, they are definitely that couple that would wear the matching shirts, bro, with hers and hers with the arrows pointing at each other. Like, they're 100% that couple. I'm with her with the finger point. I'm with her with the finger point. This is why Orm said, hug, hug. Why Ling hand back there floating? Girl, we done already seen your hand grip all up on that girl. Why you acting like you can't hold her like that? This part was so wild to me. It's like Ling done started something. You got this girl a bird, and now she's asking for a puppy. Now, I'm going to break down this conversation because I memorized it. Because that's what I be doing. So I can look like I know that I be speaking Thai. So, essentially what happened was, Orm was like, can you get me a puppy? And Ling said, no. She was like, look, I can't get us a puppy. She said, we can't have a puppy. Now, I need you to understand. She says, Ling, like Orm literally says, can you get me a puppy? Orm literally says, can you get me a puppy? Ling says, we can't have a puppy right now because I'm too busy. Who's going to take care of the puppy? Right? Who's going to take care of the puppy? But Shorty definitely said, we. And then Orm proceeds to like pout and beg her and says, but Uni is Orm's puppy. Uni says, but Uni needs a friend. Uni's lonely. If Orm wants a puppy, why is Ling being like, but we're too busy? What? What? Wait a minute. If Ling is the one asking for the puppy, and Orm is literally like, nah, bruh, like, we're too busy to have a puppy. What you mean we're too... But why are you talking about your schedule? Why are you talking about your schedule? Orm is the one asking for the puppy. You got her a damn bird and ain't been to the house since May. Why is all of a sudden the puppy out of the question? Why all of a sudden is the puppy out of the question? You ain't seen the bird since May. At least that's what you telling us. We don't know, child. You... No, the new house, no, that was so unhinged. When the dude was like, when he was like, yo, so is Ling gonna have a bedroom in the new house? And Orm was like, yeah. And Ling was like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the couch. And Orm was like, nah, she can sleep in the master bedroom. If she's sleeping in the master suite, Orm, where are you sleeping? Puppy is a commitment long term. Puppy is a commitment long term. Okay, Allison. They have a business together. They have a bird together. With Ling Ling's last name. At this point, just get the puppy. Just get the puppy. At this point, just get the damn puppy, dog. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that house talk was wild. That joint was out of control. Like, at this point, just get the puppy, dog. Like, how is Orm having a puppy gonna affect you? This is too much. This is all too much. This is all too much. And it's the way she begged her, dog. Like, Ling is literally like, I want a puppy, but I don't have time for it. Orm is asking for a puppy for her. Why are you talking about how you don't have time to get a puppy? All right, you know what? And who was, I think, was it Orm that said we could bring it to set? That's what Orm said, we can bring it on set. Now, quiet as it's kept, Ingla seem to be making that work perfectly fine with tofu. I don't know who's at home taking care of Kiao, and I don't know who at home taking care of Paolo, because the only fucking animal that they ever bring on set with them is tofu. So Tofu be on set damn near every day with Fa and Charlotte. So I feel like they can make that work. I feel like yeah, it's right. I feel like they can make that work. May Koi stressing because Ling is weak. I know, bruh. Look at you. She gonna give in though. She gonna give in. Look. Look at when Orm actually started begging her. Was like, please look at Orm pout face. She was like, please look how she looked. Look at how she looked. I don't know if it's gonna be Christmas or Valentine's Day next year or one of their birthdays in May. But I can promise you, by this time next year, it's gonna be a puppy with the last name Kwong between the two of these two. Ain't no damn way, dog. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. The way that she just looked at Shorty, Ling is gonna give in. You know she just got done telling him whatever she tells you to do, just do it. Now Shorty's sitting there begging, telling us, please. And Ling was like, mid-eye. That mid-eye was so fucking weak, bro. Girl, I didn't believe it, and neither did you. Ling didn't believe it while she was saying it. Look how she says it. No. Who you trying to convince? She sound like she's trying to convince herself. Yeah. Okay, Ling. At their separate events. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. She's so fine. Look at her. Don't be looking over here at us like that. Period. She look at period. Period. So fine, dog. Don't make no sense. She gotta relax with the gun shit. I remember when they gave her a gun on stage one time with Orm, and she was like, Orm was like, oh my god, no, don't do that. Ling is so unhinged. Y'all know where she got that no-no from, right? Who does that no-no just like that? Ling. No. That's Ling's no. She pictured that joint in her head. And then still was like, not the hello, JJ. Not the hello, JJ. She, no. I like the fact that they said that they both said that when they want to speak Chinese, when they in Thailand, they want to speak Chinese. They speak Chinese to each other when they don't want nobody to know what they're saying. When they don't want the people around them to know what they're saying. Well, the only people around you ever is your mama and like P. Doo and them. And you seem really, really close to them. So what would y'all need to be saying to each other where you don't want everybody else to hear, and the only people around you are your mom and basically like your work moms? It's like your work moms and then your real mom. They get on my nerves.